And welcome back. So now that the commander stuff is done for the time being, which by the way, I love the look of a lot of these commander sets. Not all of them. Sorry about that. Just a little puppy petting the dog with my foot. We're back to the actual Ikoria stuff, and as you can see here, a lot of stuff's come out. Now this is just stuff that's already been shown, just the alternate arts. You get your Destroya, the Everquill Phoenix is Destroya, all of that. But I will start with one card that was spoiled that I couldn't get to. And that's Dreamtail Heron, which is an elemental bird, 1 blue, 4 of any color with mutate. Common. Mutate for honestly cheaper than its actual summoning condition. For blue and 3. Flying, when it mutates, you draw a card. Honestly, pretty solid. Put it on, like, say, the Egg or the Recluse, and then you make this the top card. You now have a 3/4 flyer, so that's the flyer that's going to get bigger every time it mutates, and you're drawing a card. Honestly, for a common, this is a pretty good card. I'd use it. If I were somehow lucky enough to get into the pre-release, I would definitely use it, but unfortunately, I will not be able to do it this time around, which really sucks. Relay, who's actually, or I might be, Relay, it's either Relay or Relay, the Everwise. 1 blue, 1 red, 1 of any color for 0/3. Now, this character has actually been mentioned by Vivian before. Mythic Rare. She gets +1/+0 for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. And whenever you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards. I could find decks for her to be used in, definitely. Look, she's not going to be a severe beater, although she's got the ability to become a severe beater. But the problem is she's going to die before she ever kills anything. Well, she'll die. Let me put it this way. She's going to die without really being able to put much of an impact on the field. Unless you're getting your trample or something. Then, she's not really going to be doing a huge amount. But that said, anytime you discard 1 or more cards for the first time you turn, draw that many cards. So if you make the opponent discard their hand and you discard your hand, draw the same cards, you'll get that many cards back. So you'll be drawing twice as many cards as you get rid of. I could find you the host for that. I think a lot of people could. So she's definitely not useless by any stretch of the means. Mythos Abracos, or Brokos, however that one's name is pronounced. 2 green, 2 of any color for a rare sorcery. If blue and black were spent to cast this spell, search your library for a card, then put that card in the graveyard, then shuffle your library. You may return 2 permanent cards from your graveyard into your hand. So essentially, you can either just bring stuff back into your hand, or you can search your library for something, put it into the grave that you want, and then return it. Look, for 4 mana, you're getting 2 cards regardless. So that's a good rate. That's a good rate right there. If you happen to be in those colors, you'll be having an even better time. So yeah, that's a good rate. Shark Typhoon, aka Sharknado. 1 blue, 5 of any color for an enchantment. Rare. When you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is the spell's converted mana cost. You may cycle this card for blue, 1 of any color, and X. When you cycle the Shark Typhoon, create X blue shark creature token with flying. I'll be flat out honest. When you cast a creature, I'll be flat out honest. You're probably going to rather cast this for the cycling cost than you are playing it as an enchantment. Because it's just too big a card to play having an impact as an enchantment. But as a cycling card, you're getting at minimum a 1/1 flyer for 3 and drawing 1 card from that. So honestly, in late game, you actually have the option of essentially either getting, let's say if you get to the 6 mana and you draw this card, you can either have yourself a enchantment that will do nothing the turn it comes out, but eventually will give you stuff in the right deck. Or you can just slide this card into any deck and then get a 4/4 flying shark creature that allows you to draw a card. I like the card a lot. I think I'd take the flying shark, quite frankly, over the enchantment that gives me flying sharks. Stormwild Caprider. 1 white, 2 of any color for a 1/3 bird goat. Uncommon, flying. If non-combat damage would be dealt to this creature, prevent that damage, put +1 counter on this card for each 1 damage prevented that way. See, here's the thing. No opponent's gonna target this. This is gonna be up to you to get this effect off. But with things like Wrath of Gods and stuff like that, hell, Hour of Devastation, you won't have any real problem. I mean, yes, those are out of standards and stuff like that. But if you're talking about just cards that are gonna like board wipe cards that do damage, this card will easily gain from that. So I like it. I think it's a good card. I mean, not an amazing card. There's far better cards. A lot of birds I'm noticing in this set. Extinction Event. 1 black, 3 of any color. Sorcery, rare. Choose odd or even. Exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. Even is also is equal to 0. Or 0 is even. An interesting board wipe. Cheap. We'll see what happens with that. That's going to be all circumstantial on the board. So, yeah. But still, not bad at all. Again, really, yeah, it's just going to be circumstantial. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Will of the All Hunter. 1 white, 1 of any color. For an instant, uncommon, target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. If it's blocking, instead put 2/+1 counters on it. Interesting. So if you're attacking, you can just get a temporary boost, but if you're blocking, you can get a permanent boost, and you can cycle it for 2. It's an interesting little combat trick. I don't mind it. Not the greatest in the world, but not a bad trick at all. Pouncing Shark, Shark Beast. 1 blue, 4 of any color for a 4/3 Shark Beast. Mutate 1 blue, 3 of any color. Uncommon. Flash. When this creature mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. This thing's probably gonna look. Don't do. And I love the alternate art's great. But yeah, don't underestimate the ability to just bounce something. That's going to be a very, very prudent ability. The fact you can clear the field pretty much is going to be very, very useful to you, especially when you keep adding on the power and abilities of other creatures. So yeah, definitely. Football Crater, 1 red, enchant aura, uncommon. This enchant land. Land has target creature gains trample and haste. Cycle 1. Yeah, it's solid. It's only 1, so you can play it turn 1, and then you have something that's going to give any creature you have trample and haste. So, yeah, not bad. Definitely not bad. Boneyard Lurker. 1 black, 1 green, 2 of any color for a 4/4 Nightmare Beast. Uncommon. Mutate. Golgari Hybrid. 2 Golgari Hybrid. 2 of any color. When this creature mutates, return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Look, you're going to get stuff back regardless, no matter what. Definitely a good card. I mean, it's a 4/4 for 4, so the rate's good on that. Its alternate art is pretty solid, too. Rooting Moloch? Moloch, 1 red, 4 of any color for a 4/4 lizard. Uncommon. When it enters the battlefield, exile target card with a cycling ability from your graveyard. Until the end of next turn, you may play that card. It's a good way to get a cycling card back, but the problem with it is, let's see, turn 5 mana. A lot of bigger cycling cards are just gonna, I don't know about that. I'll be honest, I don't know about that one. It's not bad, but I probably would avoid playing it myself. Ominous Seas, I like this one. 1 blue, 1 of any color for an enchantment. Uncommon. Whenever you draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 foreshadow counters from Ominous Seas. Create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token. Cycle 2. Now, when I read it right the first time. I wasn't like imagining it, and I saw someone comment at this too, say, "Oh, it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the sacrifice." Wait a minute! Yeah, the fact is, you don't have to sacrifice for this. So, hypothetically, if you could get it out on turn 1, unlikely, but if you could get it out on turn 1, then you just, ramp up into it for a while. I mean, it doesn't do anything on the field. Let's be clear about that. There is that little stipulation. But with the amount of cycling, the amount of other cards that are drawing your cards, the amount of mutate creatures that can parallelly draw your cards, which is at least a couple, I think, it's not hard to get this to 8 at all. And then you can pop it, do it again. So, and then you got those guys for mutating too. So, yeah, this card's good. I mean, is it amazing? No, because it doesn't do anything on the field otherwise. But is it good? Yeah, it's good. Thieving Otter. I love the fact that Otter is an actual creature type now. Otters have to have their own deck at some point. 1 blue, 2 of any color, a 2/2 Otter. It deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. There you go, an enabler right there. It's fine. It's a 2/2 card drawer. I can't think of anything else to say about it except, yeah, it can draw you 2 cards. It's good. Or draw you 2 cards. Draw you a card. It's good. Bastion of Remembrance. 1 black, 2 of any color. Enchantment, uncommon. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. This is, I think someone said Blood Arson, but on an enchantment, which is basically what it is. Gives you 1 free body to have that happen with. So yeah, it's good. Especially if you can get little guys out there. It's good. Definitely. Lava Brink Adventurer. 1 white, 2 of any color for a human soldier. Enters the battlefield, and I believe it's rare. Enters the battlefield, choose odd or even. Has protection from the chosen converted mana cost. I like that. That's fun. That's a fun card. Now, whether or not you can really get anything effective out of it, that's the real question, isn't it? But it's a fun card. I like that. Escape Protocol. 1 blue, 1 of any color for an enchantment, uncommon. Whenever you cycle a card, you may pay 1. When you do, exile target artifact or creature you control, and then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Basically, when you cycle, you get the flicker. Or blink, I think is the term. I don't know if I like that one that much. Because, again, you have to have stuff on the field for it to work, and then you have to pay an extra mana while you're cycling. That's too much. See, I don't like cards like that. That's too much work. Because first I have to pay my cycling cost. Then I got to pay the 1 extra. So that's probably at minimum 2 to 3 mana I got to pay. So that's 2 or 3 mana. I'm not. I don't have available to cast bigger things or cast other things. And then I'm exiling a creature artifact that I control. So it's got to be something that's got an ETB trigger. Yeah, I don't like cards like this. I'm not a fan of this myself. I'm sure there's much smarter, better players than me that will figure out great things to do with it. Not for me. In one bite is 1 white. As an additional cost to cast this spell, tap an untapped creature you control. Exile a target tapped creature and put a +1 counter on the creature tapped to cast this spell. So, in essence, what you're trying to do is get one of their creatures tapped to exile it, and then pumping up the thing you use to tap to activate this. Well, we can see what happens with this. It's possible you can get some stuff out of it, definitely. The story spotlight card here. Thwart the enemy. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to this turn by creatures your opponents control. 1 green, 2 of any color, an instant. Your prey is my custody now. Withdraw. Vivian Reed protecting Luca. Go for blood is 1 red, 1 of any color. Sorcery, common. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. You can cycle 1. It's just a standard fight card. So, yeah, it's fine. It's good. Cunning Night Bonder. Human Rogue. 2 hybrid, black and blue. I don't know if this is common or uncommon or rare. Probably at least an uncommon. Flash, you can cast spells. Spells you cast with flash cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered. Strikes me as an uncommon card. They didn't actually have the card up, at least not here. But that's a good card if you definitely have a lot of flash stuff. Yeah. Migratory Greathorn. 1 green, 3 of any color for a beast. 3/4 mutate. 1 green, 2 of any color. So for 3. Whenever this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield, tap, and shuffle your library. That's going to be pretty big, especially when you got some possible X-costing spells, bigger creatures. It's going to be for the mutate decks to get your mana out quicker. That's going to be a big one. Cavern Whisperer, 1 black, 4 of any color for a 4/4 nightmare. It mutates for 1 less, 1 black, 3 of any color. Already has menace, so it's already up on the curb right there. Whenever this creature mutates, an opponent discards a card. That's good. There's nothing I can really say against that either. That's just good. There's not. I mean, is it amazing? No, but it's good. Definitely. I mean, it's already a 4/4 menace, so for 5 mana, you're still on a good curve with that. And if you're mutating onto it, then you've got somebody just discarding your opponent's hand. Mutating on this, get a land, get a land, and discard a card. So it's a good card. Voracious Great Shark gets its normal printing. There's no boat big enough. Obviously not the Jaws. Lord Drakus. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 of any color for a 2/3 lizard beast, uncommon. Mutate for 2 hybrid Izzet. Whenever this card mutates, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If you're in a mutate deck, see, the problem is, how much mutate are we talking within a mutate deck that's using non-creature spells? Because, I don't know. That comes off as a little tricky to me. Because in my mind, a mutate deck's probably going to be a creature-heavy deck if you want to get like a majority of their solid abilities off. With this, obviously, it's not going to be in it's not going to be in a super creature-heavy deck. It's probably going to be like a 50-50 ratio at minimum. Now, that being said, you don't have to have a huge amount of mutate guys in there. You could probably have a multiple creature, 4 copies of this, and maybe 1 or 2 other creatures with mutate to get the effect off. I guess it all depends on what instant or sorcery spell you have that you want to be getting back. I think that's the big question on that. I like some of these alternate. I mean, like, look at that alternate art on freaking Lord Drake. That is freaking phenomenal. I love that. Let me see here now. We got to move ahead here a little bit. Okay, now we actually have a story being told on some cards here. Forbidden Friendship. 1 red, 1 of any color for a common sorcery, create a 1/1 red dinosaur creature token with haste and a 1/1 white human creature token. You're essentially you have a goblin fodder, but without it being actual goblins. So you're getting 2 tokens for the price of 2. So yeah, it's a good trade. But then it goes further into with Capture Sphere, which is next part of the story. The dinosaur gets captured. 1 blue, 3 of any color, and I believe these are actually that's a reprint. And Cathartic Reunion is 1 red, 1 of any color. For an additional cost, cast a spell, discard 2 cards, draw 3 cards. You're getting your stuff back, and he gets back with his friends. Awesome. The card that was spoiled on the mothership today is Sea Dasher Octopus. 2 blue, 1 of any color. Mutate for 1 blue, 1 of any color. For a 2/2 octopus with flash, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Here's the thing. This is one of those weird things that unless you really need a card out early on, you're probably always going to be playing this for its mutate cost. Its mutate cost is literally 2. And it's only a 2/2 with no... If it had flying, that might be a different scenario, but it's got flash. It has no real combat-specific ability, no pump ability, no bounce ability. And its mutate ability is when it deals combat damage, you draw a card. Therefore, you're really just going to equip this onto another mutate creature and make that creature, hopefully the bigger creature, like, say, Cheering Harvester here, or Insatiable Hemophage, or Cavern Whisperer. You're going to make one of those guys the guy that's going to be able to draw cards. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good card overall. And even if you're able to get it out, great. Last 2 cards for today, unless some more get spoiled, but I'll just do them tomorrow, is Frondland Felodar. 1 white, 1 green, 2 of any color. For a 3/5 rare Vigilance creature. Creatures you control have Vigilance and pay 1 of any color and tap target creature. Interesting. I mean, its body's good. 3/5 for 4 with Vigilance. That's highly on the curb. And then, other creatures have Vigilance. And it's a Vigilance Lord, and you can have them tap down creatures. It's a good card. It's a pretty damn good card. Then, the last but not least is Savai'i Thunderlion. Boris, 1 white, 1 red. Elemental Cat, 3/2. Whenever you cycle a card, you pay 2. And if you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature, and you gain 2 life. This card is I see a bit more, what was it? What was the one I didn't like? Let me go further down here. Escape Protocol. Unlike Escape Protocol, which really isn't doing anything unless you have Enter the Battlefield triggers, this one's at least doing something. It's bolting, not even bolting, it's shocking things, and you're gaining 2 life. So I can get behind this one a lot more than I can the other ones, but still, I'm not a huge fan of like the cycling. I'll be honest, I know a lot of people love cycling. I'm not a big cycling guy. I've definitely used it before, and I definitely would use it, but yeah, I'm not a big cycling guy myself, so that's just my opinion. But but yeah, that's all the cards we had spoiled today. We still got 2 mythics plus Narset, who's been revealed. We know Narset's on the plane, that have to be spoiled. So I am wondering what the holdup on those are. What the holdup? What those are gonna be, and if those are gonna be a big reveal. I still believe one of those mythics, because legend speaks of the largest creature the plane's ever known that went back to the sea. I feel like part of the storyline is that thing coming back. So we'll see what happens with that. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.